So, next chapter. This one definitely looks Roman, more than Greek, I think.
Seems to be carefully crafted for me. A hidden hand woven through the fabric of the universe. A fingerprint everywhere. A different hidden hand guiding my footsteps. The laws unfold. Their origins a mystery.
Look at all these
Why
flowers.
mystery? Gods should know all things.
So yes, every time you look at them, they toggle. So we just need to make sure that they are all toggled on. There we go. Lovely.
Gods are creators.
So these
And
are
must
slightly
create
different.
this world. If
What we
not,
have,
why would the world have the appearance of craft?
what we have, of course, is
Perhaps as I
these with a
speak,
number on them,
subconscious part of me is
which
busy
means you've
making
got to
the
look
next
at them in the right
It
order.
is my world, after all. I must be
So that's
working hard
3.
right now to build the next room.
That's
Perhaps
2.
my mind creates this appearance of order out of the noise.
That's 4. That's 5. And that's 1 up there. So we're looking at number 1. That's number 2 over there. Oh, great. Well, there. Let's start again. To 1. Looking at the ground so we don't trigger any others. 2. 3. And then 4 and 5 to open the door. This one is slightly tricky.
This world is clearly the product of a mind. It is full of inorganic patterns and purposeful architecture. Could a series of complex interactions create an agent possible of making purposeful change in an environment? If that were the case, then it would make a compelling argument for a world without craft. Still a world optimized for some function, mind you. If something was transient, if something abided in this universe for a moment, or if something was removed, where does it go? A thing that is removed from the universe does not exist. A thing that does
Right,
not
so
exist.
let's ignore him for a
How do I
minute
know
now
if
because
the
he's
thing
getting
does
very
not exist?
philosophical.
A memory of a
So
thing that once
these,
existed. I
obviously,
need a principle to avoid this contradiction.
these count
This
down
cognitive dissonance
and
in my
reset
mind. How can I
if
know
you're
if a
not
thing
looking
does
at
not
them.
exist? What
So
is
we're
this
looking at them
pervasive
now, so we're
delusion?
constantly
Things
resetting the
must
timer,
exist forever. How are
which
these
means we've
things
got a
created?
few
Before
seconds to
creation, they
see
did not
the
exist.
fifth
Space,
one,
Time. The
which is
world
down
has
here.
time. The world is not always the
So
same.
there,
Aha!
we get that
But
one,
I am constrained to this time.
and
Why
the door
am I constrained
opens.
to
So this
time?
chapter is one of
A
my
god should not be
favourites.
constrained.
It really is, because there are some very interesting puzzles. For
Here's a question
instance,
for me. If I was to
this
study
one,
the corner of a board
which
game,
actually
could I
kind of
infer the
reminds
rules
me
of
of
the
something
game?
from the Krypton Factor.
Perhaps if I use my
As you can see, you've got
godlike
this little
powers of
hockey
intuition.
puck thing,
How
which
can you
moves when you look
understand
at
the
it.
world from a vertical slice?
But you also
Sometimes
have one
empirical
on the
knowledge
roof
is
there.
required, surely. Not everything can be
But
inductive or deductive.
the walls in each one are different. So I can only go there. But if I look up, so on the roof we've got a different pattern of walls. So hopefully this gets us closer to our destination. Not really. Let's go down here, across and down, and kind of that way. Look up. Oh, there we go. We're almost there. That should be far enough. Yes, it is. There we go. And in there. There we go. And the next door opens. So this one is kind of
If the world
tricky.
is made for me, for what purpose? Is it a test? Is it to be enjoyed? Is it to bring acclaim to its creator?
All that
As a god, I
water.
feel like I should have a stronger grasp of this.
I'm walking on water. I am a god. Now, these things here, every time you look at them, they change. Which is kind of annoying because you've got to set... Wrong button. You've got to set these to match that, right? But then you can't look at that because if you did, it would change. It would change the buttons. So you've got to come all the way over here to do these ones. That then drains the water, which means you can go down. So this door and that puzzle are the second of the three. Big puzzles, which give you 50 gamer score. I'm not entirely sure how this works. You're supposed to fill each one of these squares with a full block. And it's all to do with what you're looking at and how you move while you're looking at it. I'm not entirely sure. I got it by a load of trial and error.
Or perhaps just entertain. Some space to think. Or maybe just to do something productive.
So, this one here, you've got to kind of... you've got to sort of do stuff with the lines. Oh yeah, you've got to match the lines up. So, for instance, that red bit there is matched with that red bit there. But you've got a red bit over here, which isn't matched with the blue. So you've got to kind of think, well, what's the common colours between those two? Well, it's the red. So there we go. That red bit there needs to match up there. So that means that this one over here is then blue. So that would then be red. Yellow. And then you get green there. And then you've got that there. You can then rotate this middle bit. Thankfully, only one space. It looks like, yes. Only one space. Oh. All the way around, and it just clicks together like that. So yes, you've just got to match up the colours. Took me a while to figure out, because I was trying to get each triangle to have the same colour all the way around, and that, of course, is impossible. So, this one. I'm not entirely sure how this works. Because I did it completely. Is it sideways movement? Maybe it's kind of... It's doing something there. I don't know what it is. It's sort of relating to where you're looking. So that's not... You sort of try and only look at certain ones. Okay, so, oh, there we go. We've got them. So that's the top. That's the top bit's done. So move forwards. Nothing. Back. Nothing much really. Side to side. That's not really doing anything. Really close. Oh, that did something. Right. Cool. This one over here. Oh, that's filled that one in. I don't really want to look at anything now because it's going to do stuff to it. So, round to the right. No. Closer. Oh, there we go. Done it. So, it's all to do with what you look at and how you move. I'm not quite sure exactly. Not quite sure exactly what movements count. But that's essentially what you've got to do. So you come over here and you see this little ball, which is in fact the moon, follows your cursor. Oh look, it's that thing. So where are we? There we go. So we've got to go and we've got to put this over the sun. And it's night time. Oh, here we go. There. That's how you do that one. I'm not entirely sure which one's which, though, unfortunately. So those are the two self-contained ones. We still have the picture puzzle. Oh, look, end of the chapter. So yes, we still have the picture puzzle to complete. But, yeah, we'll come to that at the end. Right, so I've kind of forgotten which chapter is which. I think this is 4.
A state change on observation.
I don't know, though.
Things in this world can change. Apparently between only 2 states, though, on and off. Hopefully not indicative of...
Come on, textures, pop in.
Binary. Between 2 extremes. 2 poles, if you will.
So that opens that. Obviously it takes some time and you need to toggle it again. So, nah, and run in. There we go. It's exactly the same with that one again. When you do that, you can come through here.
Why does the world change between a few states? Changes only seem to occur in small degrees. Why? Why is the world quantized?
You can lower that again.
It confuses me that there's a limited amount of states in this world. I think that there would be an infinite amount. Why would there need to be a limit unless there was a constraint? And why would there be a constraint? I sure hope it's due to incomprehensible macro-level relationships rather than the overwhelming simplicity of a system. That is a nightmare which I could not face. The implication would be clear.
Oh, shush.
A wooden boy given the breath of life.
Right, so what we have, of course, is there's something behind there. You can see all the sparks. It's like a laser. So it's got to come through all these 3 open doors at once. So what we need to do is we need to... This one toggles these 2 doors, and there's another one through that archway which toggles that middle one again, and that one. So this one is now open, so we'll leave that there. Both of those doors there are shut, so we can look at that, and that should be open, sending the laser, well, beam of sunlight, all the way through here, which opens this door.
Continuous makes more sense than discrete, surely. All ideas are
This is a
continuous,
fairly
but the mechanics
interesting...
discrete. Nonsense. Clearly nonsense. The location of each item in the world is only accurate to a binary exponent width of 8
Yes,
bits.
he's starting
Why?
to waffle a
But
bit
still,
now.
It can only be observed by a keen
So,
eye for infinitesimal
you
phenomena.
have to stand
Planck's
here
constant. The universe
look
is
at
machine
all
Epsilon.
of the
What am I even
things.
saying?
So
Paranoia.
boot,
Paranoia.
but when you click on that one, it swaps both of these around. And that one there does the one at the bottom as well. So that should be all 5, but you've got to come all the way back here in order to actually see all 5 at once. And you can then walk through the door. Oh look, there's the end. This one was really quick. It was like 3 puzzles.